Giving all praise and honor glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to the Hakim that's out there pushing in sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is just a reminder video of the mark, all right, or the MOTB, or is the mark of the beast, all right. Now, just by me saying that, this is a high risk of getting flagged. So, watch while you can, or just, do whatever. But just this was just in my spirit, man, because we still get questions about this. Sometime when we up there at camp, sometime I see it on the comment board, and rightfully so too, because there are a lot of different doctrines out there that say what the MOTB really is. I mean, that what the MOTB is, and it just doesn't make any sense. One of the dumbest things I heard was sleeping with white women. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard about the MOTB. But whatever. Not really going into that. I'm going to, this is just straight edification, and, or Lord willing to be edifying to you, brothers and sisters out there, wondering, or, just further edification, man. Right? And I'm not only going to go here, I'm also going to different, a different source too that I pulled up before, Anyway, Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven and the earth in the sight of men. So this is Esau. This is Esau. He doing great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven and on the earth in the sight of men. Right? Cause watch this. It says, and he and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword, right, and did live. That's the ancient Roman Empire, the deadly wound that was healed, and it lived. All right. So these two, yeah, those wonders that he does, sickness comes out. Well, here goes a vaccine, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the wonders, man. You know what I'm saying? The food, right? They always come with some type of solution, and it's looked at as a great wonder. Okay? Like, damn, did you see what he did? Like robots. They're creating robots, these electric cars, self-driving and self-parking and stuff like that. Those are those miracles that people look for. Paychecks. Those are those miracles that they look for, right? Jails. Those are those miracles that people look for. They look forward to Jake, seeing Jake in jail. Some of these Jakes are crazy. Some of these Jakes do, a lot of these Jakes do need to be in there, but those are one of those miracles that they do. All right. But he deceives you by those miracles, thinking that they're a good thing, man. Right? Like I said, the vaccines, they're far. Those are worse than the actual sickness. You'd rather just deal with the sickness than get injected with some stuff that you don't even know about, man. You have no idea what's going on in your body. You don't ask, and the doctors probably don't even know, man. They just injected you with some stuff, and with some stuff that they don't even know that they think is the cure. So those are part of those miracles, man. And it meant to deceive you. Right? And they have deceived you. Oh, social media. That's one of the biggest miracles right there. Right? That he pushed on the world. Anyway, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? So if you're not down with this program, and that killed the elder went into this not too long ago. That should worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? I don't know why it's not. I don't know what it just popped up. I don't know why it just did that. Well, when you go into kill, I'm not going to go into it right now, man. But when you go into kill, and you can, do your own research, because I'm not making this up. When you go into kill, this is pretty. We all know that's, literally talking about You know, especially in, Revelation 12:12 says they're gonna, really go hard because they know their time is running out. Pretty much, slightly paraphrasing. So we know that's talking about like physically killing you, like spirit leave body type deal. But that's also talking about like yeah, like spiritually killing you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like making you homeless, taking your benefits away, just making you a complete exile, right? Just make you a complete, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that is as well, right? They're gonna really put hell on us. They're really gonna, try to spiritually kill us. And the spirit of the Lord is the only thing that can heal that. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Now here's the main point of the video, pretty much. This up here was just a build up to that. All right. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the number of the beast, or the name of his so like, or the number of his name. It said, here is him. So like, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. Now I'm going to come back to Revelation 18, 13 and 18, but we're going to focus on these two, right? He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Why is he doing that? He said he caused. That's another important part. He caused, meaning jobs is going to be taken. Benefits. I mean, children being taken out of school, which is not exactly a bad thing at these times. But you know what I'm saying? They're really going to start putting hell on you, man. So they're going to cause people to comply, meaning by force. And that's what they did with this vaccine. They threatened you to take your job, to take certain benefits away, right? Some even made homeless and thrown in quarantine camps and stuff like that. They cause you to comply. And that's the same thing they want to do with the C-hip, the RFID microchip. And I'm saying this in I guess decoded for a reason, because this is for the people out there that still don't really know. And C-hip may be a inside thing, so I kind of have to be a little more raw on this video. And if the Lord if the Lord wants it flagged, then he'll just flag it. I don't give Esau credit for that. If the Lord wants it flagged, then it'll be flagged. Okay, so that's what it is, man. It's an RFID microchip. That is what the mark of the beast is. Okay, that is what it is. And I'm going to further prove that with this verse here. But first, before I go there, because just to let you know, how I'm going to break this down is 18 verse 18 broke down a barcode. Now we know you can't buy or sell. How do you buy or sell things? You need to scan it. And everything has a barcode. Everything that you buy or sell has a barcode. It has to, because it'll tell you your price. You can't do anything without a barcode to scan it, right? In the time of Jacob's trouble, this is going to be happening. It's going to be happening. So I'm going to further prove that this is not talking about no. What do people call it, man? This is not talking about no spiritual mark. Okay, that further proves this is not talking about Christianity. This is talking about an actual device. I don't see how hard that is to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible tells you your past, present, and future. How hard is that to understand that they've seen this happen? They're obviously not going to. This Bible was written thousands of years ago, right? It's not going to sit up there and tell you straight up, oh, it's an RFID. You know what I'm saying? Because Matthew 13 said what? It's given to you to know the mysteries. To them it's not given. So this thing is a mystery. This whole thing is a mystery. And this is why you got to be spiritual to understand this, man. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the let me go to John Wycliffe Bible. All right, this is a John Wycliffe Bible of 1382, and the elder actually introduced this uh to the people. You know what I'm saying? To doing his videos. He really got me doing this. So here's the thing, man. Revelation 13 and 16. Now, I'm not going to read this all. I'm not going to read all this because you can see it's kind of hard to read. So, but just to get you, just get to get the point. Uh, 13 to 16. It says, "And he shall make all small and great, rich and poor, and freemen and bondmen to have a character." Mind you, it didn't say Mark. Why didn't it say Mark? It's because it's this stupid ass English language. That is the problem. It's this stupid English language, right? And mind you, how expelled character. This is where character is where you get charagma. Uh, let me see here. I'll look at it. I'll see it. I'm trying to remember if I believe charagma was first, then character. I can't remember, but you can hear that because that's where it came from. Character, charagma. It's all the same word. All right. It says to have a character in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, or forehead. It says that no man may buy, right, either sell, right, by the I guess by thy hand, the character, either the name of the beast, either the number of his name. So let me come back to that. I gotta get this mark. Cause I mentioned Karagma. Okay, and as you can see, you saw the way it was spelled, right? Karagma, right? Stamp or an imprint, mark, right? The mark branded upon horses. It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the hand. Okay, it's a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Now, here's the thing, man. You want to know why this is so believable? First of all, it's in the scriptures. That's why it's believable. But they have done this, I believe, two other times. They've done this two other times before. Something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to wing it. Either Antiochus or Ptolemy done it, and I believe it was somebody else too. All right, but I know two times something like this has happened, twice, and it's happening again. If you understand how reincarnation works, then you will understand that this makes sense. They really making moves. Sweden already has it. All they got to do is if they're not forcing it, but all they got to do is force it. They already have it. You know what I'm saying? They just showed a video with straight up brain implants. They're doing it right now, right in front of you. We had a dog. We had a dog that had one in him. All right, and guess where it was at? You know, it had a barcode there. We've seen it. They're going to do it with people. Obviously, this is their solution. What we was talking about the miracles. Well, people lose their wallets. People lose their credit cards all the time. They forget information sometimes, and let's say that house burns down or something like that. They're going to lose it all. So you know what we're going to do? Man, we're going to put it all. We're going to put all the information on a chip. And I want to say too, man, and like the elder said, it may not be because you got these other groups that sit up there and say, well, how in the world are they going to fit all that information on the chip? First of all, they can, but you already know much. It's going to work more than likely like a credit card. That money is not on the credit card; it's in an account, so it's going to more than likely work like that. It's just like more of an identity thing. You know what I'm saying? But how hard is it to believe that they can store all that information on one little device? You could have a thumb drive. You know, one of them little tiny ass flash drive. It'd be a whole goddamn terabyte. It could be 2 terabytes, 3 terabytes, 4 terabytes, and it's hard to believe. That ain't hard to believe anyway. So it says thing carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that word character, the way it's spelled in there. Okay, I believe I copied it. If I didn't, then I'll just type it. Okay, I'll just type it. All right, here we go. Character. Right here. Look at this. Symbol, marked, or branded on the body. This was mid 1500s. This first started in the 1400s. So yeah, so character was first. This is where you get charagma. So charagma was definitely first. This is where you get charax, right? Pointed stake. Okay, you see that? Instrument for marking. Okay. Symbol or imprint on the soul, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to mark your soul. All right, by doing what? Being spiritual, right? By doing it in a physical manner, right? Because once you take that mark, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Well, if you take that, I'm going to read that. What happens to the individuals that took it? Okay, it says to engrave. Okay, so this is a really easy thing to understand. It's just that you have other groups out there that know this, and that's the thing, man. You other groups out there, you already know this. I mean, you can't be that damn slow. Maybe some of you are, but you already know this. Your pride is just in the way. Your ego is in the way. You don't want to, because you hate Great Millstone so much that you don't want to accept doctrine. You don't want to let go of the fact that it's not Great Millstone. This is just doctrine. This is truth. This is 100% facts with proof. So this is not a Great Millstone thing. You know what I'm saying? You other groups have to get that out of your mind. Was truth? You don't have to like Great Millstone, all right? To be in the truth. But guess what? You know who the Great Millstone is? YAHAWASHI. So you better love that Great Millstone. You know what I'm saying? But your hatred for Great Millstone is blocking your judgment. You know what I'm saying? Now you're all making up just crazy doctrines, right? So that's what happened. So y'all already know this, man. But this is for edification for the people out there that may have not known this, because we still get questions about this. Okay, so here you have it, man. Symbol or drawing used in sorcery. So we all know this place is built off of sorcery. Now I'm going to go back to verse 18. Now, I did say I was going to go there, and I'm going to go to verse chapter 14 and show you and read to you what happens to the individuals that dare accept the mark of Esau. Okay? Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. It says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636." If you look at every single barcode, like I got something right here. If you look at every single barcode, you can see about three thick lines. They kind of look like double lines almost, but you can see one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the end. Those are all those are represented as sixes. Okay, that's how you read a barcode, man. Each and every last barcode out here has 3 sixes, right? And those are those three thick lines. If you really look at them. They almost look like double lines, but you can see them. Every single, like I got something else here. Even this. Yep. Every single barcode has one. I'm trying to look for something else. Every last single barcode has one. Every one. And they all represent a 6. So this right here, chapter 8, verse 18, broke down a barcode. Okay? So it says doomed for the worshippers of the beast. And I'm going to read this a little bit and I'm going to close it. And Lord willing, again, this lesson was edifying to the people out there. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Let me make it real clear, man. It don't matter where you get it. You get it in your leg, you get it in your toe. It don't matter where you got it. Because people like to make the excuses to, well, what if it ain't? I mean, if it ain't in the right hand or the forehead, then that means it ain't the mark. It don't matter where you get it at. You had another one that set up there. You had another group that set up there and said, well, you can just take it and take it out. First off, two things. Number one, you shouldn't even be thinking about taking it in the first place. That's a flaw in itself right there. Number two, you already know they're going to make it to where you're not going to be able to take that out. They're going to engrave it literally in you. It's not going to be that easy to just take out. They're not going to do it like that. It's going to merge with your skin. And they may have a detector as to, hey, they're trying to take it out. Kill them all. So that they may have some poison in them. You know what I'm saying? That to release it, shit. He not being cooperative. Kill them off. Anyway, it says this is what's going to happen to y'all. It says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Let me read that again. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. It says, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark in his name. That's like the mark of his name. So there you have it, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom.